Hey, there, you. Hi, are you sick of talking about football on social media platforms like Twitter? Well, come over and join our Discord. Club Legend subscribers on Redmen Plus gain exclusive access. We're in there chatting about the Reds, a gang of wonderful sound people. There's a no knobheads policy, so you can have a much more fun, engaging, and just generally enjoyable experience chatting about Liverpool Football Club. RedmenPlus.com, Club Legend subscribers, get in the Discord.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. Steve here with the starting 11 prediction show as Liverpool take on Newcastle United on Wednesday night at Anfield. If you're watching this now on Twitter, click the link, come and join us over on YouTube, get involved with the show in the live chat. Look forward to seeing you guys there. Right, everyone who is watching this or listening to this live, do us a favour, get in the YouTube chat as well, in the live chat. Let me know your thoughts and stuff like that about the game. Any questions, and we'll get to them as we go through the show. And just remember, starting 11 prediction show. This isn't the team I would pick. This is the team I think Jurgen's going to pick. If you want to talk about the teams that we think are going to be picked, check out the build-up show. That'll be streaming tomorrow when Paul and Chris are back from wherever they've gone. Both taking a bank holiday off, well deserved. So yeah, that'll be streaming on YouTube on Tuesday rather. This now is the 11 that I think Jurgen's going to select. Just going to clarify that. Let me pick up my discs and make a start on the team. These are difficult. I might have to do a couple at a time. Right, start with Alisson in goal. No surprises there. Maybe the first surprise. Don't know if you guys agree or disagree, but I think Jurgen's going to pick Kostas Tsimikas at left back. I will come back to that in a moment. Virgil van Dijk. We've got Joe Gomez, and we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. Tsimikas, yeah, I just think he's been easing Tsimikas in, he's been giving Andy Robertson a rest and stuff like that, which maybe hints that he's looking after Robbo a little bit. I know Kostas come on at the end of the Bournemouth game. I think he got 2 assists, didn't he? But yes, I think he's going to start this one, if I'm honest. I think he's going to look after Robertson with a derby. Early kick-off at the weekend. And to be fair, I'm fine with it. I think Kostas is more than capable of doing it. Like I say, he offers an attacking threat as well. So I personally think we're going to see Kostas playing at left back again. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments section. To clarify, I'm recording this show before Jurgen's done his press conference. We've seen little bits of clips from training and stuff, and we think there are certain players back, and we'll go through that in a minute. But just to let you know, I'm not quite 100% sure who is and isn't available. For now, I'm going to stick with Fabinho, with Jordan Henderson, and with Harvey Elliott as my midfield 3. There are some doubts about Harvey. There was talk that maybe, obviously he went off against Bournemouth at half-time. We're not quite sure he trained today. Well, I don't know if he was fully in training like the entire system. In the entire session. My guess is, I'm going to hold my hands up now, if Harvey doesn't play, I think Fabio Carvalho starts and we just flip Jordan over to the right-hand side and start Fabio on the left. That's what I think Jurgen will do. Let's have a little look at the attacking 3. No surprises really. Luis Diaz, Roberto Firmino and Mohamed Salah. Again, what else are we going to do? What else is left to do? Everyone's still injured and or suspended. I mean, there's a Carvalho argument maybe if you really want to make it, but no, I don't think so. I think same again with a view of Darwin Núñez probably coming back in against Everton at the weekend. Yeah, we've got a few talks in here. Let's have a look as we went through the 11 there. Milner will start, says Sheriff. I'm guessing that means, I don't even mean that from the 11 or if there's injuries, if Elliott isn't playing. Yeah, we've got LFC Fanzone says Fabio will start over Elliott. And yeah, I tend to agree. I'm just basing this if Harvey's okay. If he's not okay, then I'm with you. Let me go get my subs. I agree. I think it would be Carvalho. He would be my option to play. Let's have a little look at the bench then, because Liverpool do have some players back fit and available, and we can talk through them now. So, Kevin Kelleher is back. Nice to see. I think he is back, isn't he? Let's go with that one. Andy Robbo. There's Fabio Carvalho there. James Milner. We've got Joel Matip back in full training now again. I think this game is too soon for him to start. But it's great to see Matip back in training after the injury that was ruled out for a few weeks. Wouldn't be a huge shock if he just comes back in for the derby. If he's fit and available, I think Jurgen would do that. As much as I think he likes Joe Gomez, and Joe Gomez has done well, I still think he would rather go back to Matip if he can. So it's lovely to see Matip back in training. And he should, being well, get 2 full sessions. So then being on the bench, he might even train a little bit on Wednesday. So I think he should be enough to take his place on the bench with a view perhaps to get him back at the weekend. Another person who's back in action, we've got Curtis Jones. He trained again fully today after his what they call a stress injury. Nice to see Curtis back. Liverpool need all the options they can get in midfield. So again, should get Monday's session, should get Tuesday's session. All being well, you think he should be okay to be on the bench. So nice to see 2 of Liverpool's injured players back. I've got a third one as well. Again, this is more of a guess, but I've got Calvin Ramsey. He can slot in there again. Back in training, we think. Be nice to see him, get him on the bench at Anfield again. Albeit he doesn't have any reactions to the training session he's in. And then the last 2 players on my bench here, I've got Nat Phillips and Stefan Bajcetic, who obviously come off the bench. Bobby Clark's the one who's dropped out there, who's missed out, isn't it? But yeah, that is the 11 I think Jurgen will pick. So I'll go through it. Ali, Costas, Van Dijk, Gomez, Trent, Fab, Hendo, Harvey Elliott, Diaz, Bobby and then Salah. And then a bench of Kelleher, Robbo, Carvalho, Milner, Matip, Jones, Ramsey, Phillips and Bajcetic. Let's have a little look at what you guys are saying in the chat. Emily Roberts saying Bobby rolling back the years against Bournemouth was phenomenal. I said this on the final word show. I don't want to repeat myself too much. That is over on Redmen Plus now. If you want to go and bask in the glory of Liverpool 9, Bournemouth 0 over on Redmen Plus. But if Bobby is just going to be, if he's going to be in and out the side this year, which we think he will be as and when Nunes and Jota are back, they're the type of games that could be perfect for him, where basically go and just flat track bully some of the worst teams in the league, or go and flat track bully some games at home. I don't think Newcastle are one of the worst teams in the league. I think Newcastle are actually very good, but another home game for Roberto Firmino, that if that becomes his MO through the season, then perfect. I agree. I thought not only obviously the goals and assists, but his all-round play. I understand the level of opposition wasn't great in Bournemouth. He didn't play well at all, but I thought Bobby was sensational. I'm with you. It was really lovely to see him back. I think, reports of Bobby Firmino's complete demise were a little bit premature. I don't think he's the player he was. Why would he be? He's played a lot of footy. He's been running to the ground. He is coming towards the twilight of his career, but he's not rubbish. He's not crap like people are saying. So I'm with you, Emily. I thought it was really, really good to see. Let's have a little look. Anything on Naby? I don't think we're going to be expecting Naby for a long time. I think he's, again, this injury. I haven't heard nothing, but I'm going to presume he's out. Trent, Carvalho and Elliott. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen in midfield. Oh, bloody hell. Joseph's taking the mick there, isn't he? Let's have a little look what else we've got in here. Yeah. Pro to do. If Elliott doesn't start, then Carvalho does, yeah. Let's have a little look what that looks like. So, I'm with you. So let's say, for instance sake, Harvey is only fit enough for the bench or not at all. I think Jurgen's only really going to go with one of 2 options there. It's James Milner or it's Fabio Carvalho. Milner, Hendo, Fabinho. I just don't see him doing it. Well, it would actually be that, wouldn't it? Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think it was going to be. I don't think it would be that. Apologies for the throat, by the way. Just recovered from the old Rona. So if you're wondering why I sound a bit croaky, that's what it is. Fab, Milner, Hendo, I just don't see it. I think he would more likely, in a home game, start Carvalho. So I'm with you. I think that will be the case if Harvey is deemed not fit. Keep an eye out on Jurgen's press conference. Let's move them back. I like these circles. They're much easier than the old square ones. Yeah, keep an eye on Jurgen's press conference. Again, that'll be on the Redmen TV YouTube channel and the Redmen TV podcast, completely free. So as soon as Jurgen has the press conference, we'll get that downloaded and uploaded for you guys. And hopefully we'll find out a little bit more about all these injured / returning to fit and doubt and all that kind of stuff. Milner should not start into Newcastle. It's too much of a risk, says Emily. I actually thought last season in the away game at Newcastle, Milner was probably Liverpool's best player, or one of the best players. I wouldn't be shocked from the start if he did something. Again, it depends on Elliott, but I wouldn't be shocked if Milner did start, to be honest, but instead of Henderson, like that. So Milner over there on the left as well. I still think I think what it needs to be, and it couldn't be because of all the injuries, And obviously Liverpool haven't signed a midfielder if they're going to. We still don't know. I know there's conflicting reports out there, but I think it needs to be one of Hendo or Milner with Fabinho. There are times when if Fab's out, that Hendo's going to play the sixth, and you might be able to get away with Milner and Elliott. It's not ideal, if I'm honest. So yeah, I don't think it's a huge risk to start Milner. I think starting Milner, Henderson and Fabinho, like we've seen recently, I think that ship should have sailed. If truth be told, I don't think we really want to be seeing too much of that. Sir Scotty, Steer, you covering the game on Wednesday in the studio? Yeah, I am. I've had a nice little bit of a break, well, an enforced break. The old Rona got me again, but yeah, I'm back. Me and Edel are live for the entire watch-along on Wednesday night. So if you want to come and join us, if you've never seen or listened to a Redmen TV watch-along, essentially it's biased commentary. Sync us up with the TV on your screen, press mute on your TV, and just listen to us wax lyrical. Fingers crossed about the Reds for a while. Let's have a little look. And someone tell me what's happened with Robbo, says TK. No, I don't think anything's happened with Robbo. Robbo's been good. Well, like everybody, he's been up and down, but I thought he was decent against Bournemouth. I just think he's going to, at some point with all these games and with, you've got to rest players while you can. You can't really rest Trent yet because Gomez is playing centre-back. So why not get Robbo his rest now? And then obviously with Costas playing. As and when Calvin Ramsey may be fit and available, he might get a few games to rest Trent down the line. But it's very rare that Jurgen's going to play Saturday 3 o'clock, Wednesday 8 o'clock, Saturday lunchtime, and not make some type of changes or rest and rotation. I just don't think he's going to play the same team 3 times, and I think he's really going to want Robertson for the derby. So that's why I think personally he's going to rest them again. You feel free to disagree, but I think he's going to do it. J Collectors, I would start Nathan Phillips and rest Joe Gomez because he's injury prone. I've got a feeling, if I'm honest, mate, that this might be Joe Gomez's last start at centre half. Maybe for a while, if Joel Matip can get himself fit. Obviously, we don't know where Ibu's at yet either, but I think Matip is being primed to start at Goodison in the derby, so that's why I think we will see Gomez here. I wouldn't even be shocked if Nat Phillips leaves at some point over the next couple of days as well. Let's hope to watch along where you have a reliable stream. I don't think Ella could handle it again, says David. Yeah, fingers crossed. Well, we know we will be because this one's on the telly, isn't it? So we're absolutely fine for that one. Don't worry about it. We'll be absolutely sorted. It wasn't the worst week for me to get coronavirus, to be honest. I watched Liverpool getting smashed at Old Trafford or beaten Old Trafford, and then a stream that they couldn't even watch in the studio. So I think I touched quite lucky with that one. So yeah, let's have a little look. A little lucky look, that's what I said there. A little look at this. Even Def Mohammed says, where's Konate? Still injured. Very, very simple. That was very, very simple indeed. You could put Milner in for Trent to rest him, says Scotty. Yeah, again. Not right now. I think Trent, having just got back to form, because I don't think he started the season well, I don't think you take him out of that now. I think Trent plays the next couple, and then we see where we're at ahead of Napoli, which is going to be a tough game as well. The idea, really, what you want is Liverpool to just snot teams, and players don't have to rest from the start because you've got 5 subs. You can start taking players off. That is the ideal. So Trent's getting a little bit of a break, getting Bobby Clark on there, get his debut. Obviously they looked after Elliott with his injury. Robbo goes off for Costas, things like that. That's the ideal. You don't have to rest players from the start if you're winning because your 5 subs allows you, say, you go 2 or 3 up, and you can rest players, and that, it's all about managing minutes, isn't it, really? So half an hour here and half an hour there, that adds up essentially. It's like resting for the whole game. So that's ideally what I think Liverpool would be looking to do. Abdullah, Carvalho could prove to be our transfer of the season. He needs a chance as the starter in the 8. At some point, I agree. I don't think Jurgen's ever going to play Elliott and Carvalho in the same midfield at the same time together really often. So these start games, bit of inexperience, maybe a little bit too short, lightweight, that kind of stuff. But I think he's phenomenal. I think he's had a really good start to the season. Fabio Carvalho off the bench again the other day looked impactful. He impacted the game off the bench at Old Trafford as well. So yeah, a lot of talk about Harvey Elliott being a star, little wonder boy, but there's not that much difference. I think Carvalho's excellent as well. He will get loads of chances to start. Going back to it, if Harvey's a doubt, I agree with you. I would throw him in here. Bajcetic was quality, looked like another gem. Yeah, I'm a big Bajcetic believer. Again, it's so early though. it's too early for him to be playing. But again, ideal situation. Can you get these lads on in rest of all the big guns, as and when you've win games? That is absolutely perfect. Let's see, we've got... I do apologise, I'm not going to be able to say your name, but it says, is Ramsey fit and available? What was the matter with him? Liverpool surround the players in secrecy regarding injuries. Apparently, Jurgen said he came in, he arrived at the club with a bit of an injury that he found, maybe during the medical tests or whatever, so that's what's been happening. But yeah, he's trained today at the time of recording, so that's why he's back on my bench. Yeah, so yeah, let's round it up there then. Just to clarify the 11 I think Jurgen's going to pick. We've got Ali, Costas, Virgil, Gomez, Trent. We've got Fab, Hendo, Elliott, Diaz, Bobby and Salah. If you're watching or listening to this after the fact, if you're not live with us now on YouTube, do use the comment section on YouTube, or if you're listening as a podcast, feel free to tweet us at the Redmen TV, or use the Facebook page or the Insta page, whatever. There's a million ways to get in touch, and let us know the 11 you think Jurgen's going to pick for this game as well. Mentioned it earlier on, but yeah, Errol and I will be back in the studio on Wednesday evening for the live watch along, so do come along and check that out. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, tons and tons of content, both on the YouTube channel and the podcast, streaming completely free if you just search for the Redmen TV. And again, redmenplus.com, which is absolutely jam-packed of content, really. I can't believe how much stuff we've got. With 2 games a week now until pretty much the World Cup. That means 2 final words, 2 opposition previews, 2 instant match reactions every single week from as little as a £5 a month. So if you're looking for more Liverpool content, either in podcast or video form, do come and join us on Redmen Plus. I promise you, loads of you signed up over the last couple of weeks, and hopefully you're enjoying it, and like I say, plenty more. So yeah, do come and join us. It kind of funds all this, it allows us to do all of this, so do please come and support the channel if you can do so. Right, while you're there, then, do us a favour, give this video a thumbs up, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We're closing in on 500,000 subscribers now. So yeah, we're really looking forward to getting to 500,000. It'll be a big achievement for the channel. So if you're not already, do subscribe, do give the video a like, and yeah, join us for the watch along on Wednesday. I will catch you all there. See you in a bit.
Get closer to Liverpool Football Club and the magnificent city of Liverpool over on Redmen Plus, our Liverpool streaming service. Documentaries, features, more content from the Redmen studio, and you can learn deep and in-depth knowledge from experts, journalists, and cultural features going to get you closer to the football club that we all love. Head to redmenplus.com.